Good morning. Good morning. It's Sunday, y'all, and I got an encouraging word for you. But first, sis, how you doing? I hope you are getting ready for your Sunday morning services and that you are planning on having an amazing day in Jesus Christ. Listen, I just wanted to encourage you like I always do on Sunday mornings before I get out to my Sunday service. Um, Years ago, when I first started um, doing ministry, or the ministry of a pastor's wife, rather, I first became a pastor's wife. There was a young lady who was with me, and her name was Doris. Doris was older than me, and Doris taught me a lot of things about myself. And she taught me a lot of things about being a pastor's wife. Even though she was not a pastor's wife, even though she was not somebody who understood my position, there were a couple of things that were really important about Doris. Number one, Doris was a prophet. So, number two, Doris had been in ministry for a much longer time than I had been in ministry, in leadership in ministry. Okay. And number three, Doris was a woman of God who happened to be older in age than me. So, one of the things that I want to encourage you about leading ladies is that sometimes God is going to send you somebody who is wiser than you. Sometimes God is going to send you somebody who is older than you. Sometimes God is going to send you somebody in your life who has a different perspective, who is more educated than you, who is better at doing things than you, who is more qualified than you. Okay? Do not allow that to intimidate you. Instead, allow it to build you up. Allow it to build you up. One of the things that Doris told me was, Lady Hart, I see you. I see you encouraging women just like you. And at the time, I couldn't even understand what she was talking about because I was so new at being a pastor's wife. Not new to leadership, but new to being a pastor's wife. And I couldn't understand how in the world did that happen. I didn't take into account she's a prophet and she's seeing later on down the line. And she told me, Lady Hart, the other thing that's going to happen with you is you're going to wear 1,000 hats. You're going to wear a ton of hats, and your ministry is going to minister to the first lady's hat. And I didn't understand that either. But now, almost 20 years down the line, I see it with so much clarity. And I'm so thankful that I was not intimidated by this amazing and powerful woman of God, but instead I sat under her and I learned how to begin to do events because she was an event planner by trade. I learned what prophecy actually looked like because she held the office of a prophet. I learned how to actually go into deep prayer, not the facade prayer, that everyday prayer, but I learned how to become a prayer warrior because that was her ministry. Her ministry was in prayer. That's where you could always find her. And she taught me so much. She taught me the foundation for every woman that I would encounter after her. She was a great influence in my life, and I am so thankful for her. You don't have to be intimidated by powerful women. Powerful women there are not there to take your position. They're there to empower you. God brings powerful women into your purview so that they can empower you. That's my encouragement for today. I'm going to church. I'm going to have an amazing day in Jesus Christ. But before I do that, let me encourage you. God did not make a mistake. Hunty, you are exactly where you are supposed to be. Okay? You have everything you need already inside of you, and you are the woman for this job. Happy